President Obama slamming what he calls irresponsible congressional Republicans who are threatening to shut down the government or refuse to raise the debt ceiling if the Affordable Care Act is not defunded. As it stands right now, marketplaces for the uninsured will open up October 1st, this Tuesday, and everyone in this country must be covered by insurance by January 1st. So let's turn it over right now to Brian Sterling with more on that. Brian?
See, there's a ton of questions about this, so we've wintered them down to about 2 or 3 here. Joining us in studio, Kevin Callison, an economics professor at Grand Valley State University. Kevin, thanks for coming in tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
The business deadline has been moved back. Businesses are cutting back some employee hours. They're making people part-time, so they don't have to provide insurance and they don't have to pay a penalty because of this act.
That's right.
2 questions here. Are they going to be able to buy, these folks that are now part-time, are they going to be able to buy out in the marketplace on their own? And will we become a nation of part-time workers?
Well, they'll certainly be able to buy insurance on the marketplace on their own. In fact, if their employers don't offer insurance, they're likely to get subsidies for that insurance purchase. And those subsidies can be pretty large. If you make around 400% or less of the federal poverty level, which is approximately $46,000 for an individual, you'll qualify for subsidies to buy insurance on the marketplace. As to the point of whether we'll become a nation of part-time workers, I think that's unlikely. We've heard some sort of high-profile cases now about employers shifting to part-time workers, but if you look at the share of part-time workers as a share of the overall employment in the U.S., that's actually been dropping since 2007. So we're seeing less part-time workers as a share of total employment since 2007.
The part-time worker phenomenon actually came about before the Affordable Care Act.
Right. That anytime you go through a recession, which we just went through, you start to see a shift towards more part-time employment. And so that had been going on prior to the Affordable Care Act.
What do we know about the effect it's had on the economy thus far? We're hearing from some businesses that are providing insurance through the ACA. It requires them, that may make them go out of business. Is that drastic, too drastic of a statement?
I think it may be. For now, there's no requirement for employers to provide insurance in the Affordable Care Act. That employer mandate was delayed a year, so that won't come into. There's a lot of people who think it will never come into effect.
It might just go away.
Yeah, it might just go away. But as it stands now, no businesses are being forced to provide insurance because of this act. Now, individuals are being forced to purchase insurance, but that's different then.
As an economist, what do you think that this will do with insurance costs overall? The reasoning behind this plan is that it will drastically decrease medical costs going forward. Is there any evidence that shows that that will bear out?
I think it's unlikely to decrease medical costs. It will decrease premium costs for those who go onto the individual market to purchase insurance. So if your employer doesn't provide insurance or you're uninsured, if you go to the individual market to purchase insurance, now you'll likely get much lower premiums. They just announced the premiums the last couple of days, average premiums for the state of Michigan, and they came out to be about $271 a month, but that was before you apply the subsidies that most people will qualify for. So on average, the estimates are that about half of the people that enroll in the exchanges will pay less than $100 a month for insurance.
Interesting. Yeah. Great teaching moment, I'm sure, for
it's
economics classes.
Yeah.
Kevin Callison, an economics professor at GVSU, thanks for coming in tonight.
All right, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.